Have you ever followed someone's advice, only to realize later was a huge mistake? Maybe it was a boss, a so-called expert on social media, or even a friend who just sounded super confident. Blindly following authority can cost you big time in money, in wasted hours, and sometimes even in your freedom. But why are we so quick to trust someone just because they act like they're in charge? Let's dive into the psychology behind it. From a very young age, we're taught to respect authority figures, parents, teachers, and police officers. This is usually for our own good, to keep us safe and help society function smoothly. Our brains are basically wired to obey. This instinct is so powerful that it can sometimes override our own judgment. There's a famous, and pretty shocking, psychology experiment. You might have heard of the Milgram experiment. In it, regular people were told by a man in a lab coat to deliver what they thought were painful electric shocks to another person. A surprising number of them did it, even when they heard screams of pain, simply because an authority figure told them to continue. It shows how easily we can follow instructions that go against our own moral compass. This isn't just something that happens in a lab. Think about it. In the workplace, an employee might go along with an unethical business practice because their manager insisted a standard procedure. On social media, we see influencers with millions of followers promoting questionable products or giving terrible financial advice. People invest their life savings based on a 30-second video from someone who just looks successful. We see it in history too, with charismatic leaders convincing entire nations to follow them down a destructive path. The common thread in all these situations, the so-called leader projects an aura of uncheckable confidence and certainty. They speak in absolutes, never showing doubt, which makes them seem credible and trustworthy, even if what they're saying is complete nonsense. So, how can you protect yourself from falling into this trap? It starts with learning to question authority, not in a rebellious way, but in a smart, critical way. The first step is to always ask why. When someone tells you to do something, especially if it feels a little off, ask for the reasoning behind it. A legitimate leader will have no problem explaining their thought process. A fake one will often get defensive or try to brush you off with phrases like "just trust me" or "because I said so." That's a major red flag. Next, check their credibility. Don't just take someone's word for it that they're an expert. In the age of the internet, it's easier than ever to do a quick background check. Do they actually have the qualifications they claim? What have other, reputable sources said about them? Look for evidence, not just confidence. Confidence can be faked, but a track record of verifiable success and expertise is much harder to fabricate. Also, watch out for manipulative tactics. Fake leaders often use emotional language to bypass your rational thinking. They might try to create a sense of urgency, making you feel like you have to act now without thinking. Or they might use flattery to make you feel special and more likely to agree with them. Ultimately, your decisions are your own responsibility. The next time you're faced with someone claiming authority, take a moment to pause and think critically. Separate the person's confidence from the actual substance of what they're saying. Look for evidence, ask tough questions, and trust your gut instinct. Being a critical thinker doesn't make you difficult. It makes you smart and keeps you safe. Empowering yourself with knowledge is the best defense against being misled. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful and want more insights into psychology and how to navigate the world around you, be sure to hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video.